Welcome to Manna at the Tap, a podcast from Tapestry Ministries. Each episode reflects on the daily Bible reading from the Revised Common Lectionary. I'm Gloria, a fellow traveler on a spiritual journey with the Tapestry community, and we call the daily Bible reading our spiritual manna. It nourishes our souls, fostering growth as we share insights and interpretations that enrich our spiritual lives. It's Friday, May 30th, 2025, in the sixth week of Easter. The lectionary reading is from the Old Testament book of Exodus, chapter 33. It's the story of a difficult moment in the life of Moses, the leader who was called by God to lead the people out of 400 years of bondage in Egypt and to journey with them to the promised homeland. The exodus from Egypt was successful, and the people made it through the Red Sea and into the desert. Moses then met with God for further instructions in guiding the people. But he was gone for 40 days, and the people became impatient, wondering what had happened to him. Moses had left his brother Aaron in charge of the people, and they complained to him, asking him to make gods so they could replace Moses as their leader. He obliged and fashioned a golden calf as an image of God, and the people worshiped it. God was angry with the people and was about to consume them with fire. But Moses interceded on their behalf, reminding God that the Egyptians would boast and say that you, God, you brought these people into the desert to destroy them. God relented and his anger was abated. But the relationship between God and Israel was forever changed. Moses, too, was angry with the people. And as he descended the mountain after meeting with God, he destroyed the tablets he held in his hands. Written on the tablets were God's instructions for how the people were to live in relationship with God. Everyone and everything were at an impasse. The people could not return to Egypt, and God said he was not interested in continuing to accompany them on the journey to the promised homeland. Moses met with God again, and the people stood in the doorway of their tents, wondering what was next in store for them. The lectionary text of Exodus chapter 33, verses 12 to 17, describes the discussion between Moses and God as they sought a solution to the dilemma. Moses began the dialogue by appealing to God that he and God had a close relationship and he wanted that relationship to continue. Moses wondered if their relationship was still favorable. If it was God ready to accompany them and acknowledge the people as his own? God conceded and agreed to remain with Moses until the end of the journey. But Moses was not satisfied with that answer because God did not mention remaining with the people as well. Moses asked God to reconsider his decision. He also wanted the people to find favor in God's sight because this would distinguish them as God's people. God finally agreed, telling Moses that he would do the very thing that Moses asked of him, because he, God, was pleased with Moses and they enjoyed a favorable relationship. Through dialogue, Moses had God change his mind, and he promised to continue to be with them on their journey to the promised homeland.